me. My name's Eli. I will try not to do this. We will find out. Okay. So for today's presentation, I was trying to figure something that I can relate to, because I don't relate to a lot of stuff that goes on in public schools because I was homeschooled. So there's one thing I think that we all either did or thought about, and this is not it. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is a short YouTube video, it's like 2 minutes. Turn on.
You may have to stop it for just a minute. I'm sorry. It may be where it defaults on that mute.
There it is.
Yeah,
I should check that before I start.
no, that, I don't know why.
It's harder than ever to get students' attention.
I love working with kids, and I like education.
With all our technology, it seems harder than ever to get students' attention these days. At San Francisco's Arts and Tech High School, teachers like Stanley Richards were trying to figure out what would motivate students to improve their state test scores.
There's other ideas around what things could motivate kids, like $1 off at the store down the street.
But none of those ideas seemed to jump off the blackboard.
One of my friends who I work with came up with the idea of me getting a tattoo of our vice principal slaying a dragon.
Somehow, Richards agreed to this unusual proposal. If students raised their scores, he'd go into the needle.
And our goal was 50 points, which is a pretty high goal. So I agreed, just thinking that, there's a slight chance it's going to happen.
The class ended up meeting their goal, but there was no tattoo in sight.
When we heard about this and he hadn't done it throughout the school year, we were expecting that he wouldn't end up doing this.
But little did students know the teacher was secretly making good on that promise.
I got it the day before the last day of school to kind of surprise the students.
The day before school let out, Richards gave his seniors an end-of-the-year gift.
It got so close to graduation, and he hops up on stage and says he got the tattoo.
I did get the tattoo.
The image of the school's former vice principal, dressed as a sumo wrestler, will forever be etched on Richards' leg in the minds of his class.
It's really interesting motivation for the students, and a sense of accomplishment, and as well as a connection between the teacher and the students.
It's always going to be there as a memorial to them working hard and them doing a really good job with their education and meeting a goal.
Richard says his new tattoo is an homage to students as well as teachers at the school, an eternal reminder that sometimes inspiration requires a pound of flesh. Joe Rosado Jr., NBC Bay Area News.
So today I'm talking about tattoos. Okay, so I have a lot of cool tattoo photos because I like tattoos. So I want to question, who in here has that tattoo or wants to get one? Okay, I actually have one. And when I was getting one, I was thinking, I know I want to do something with my life. I don't want to be working, having trouble getting a job. So I made sure I got one you couldn't see it. It's actually right here. No one would ever know I had it unless I showed it to them or told them. And so what I'm going to be going over is what people think when they see a tattoo, what business people think, what the Board of Education thinks, what people are going to, assume in your life when they see it. How can it affect your job search? And what your legal rights are with a tattoo. This is an awesome tattoo. I know the person who got it, so kind of good. Okay, this was a research done by a university. It's on Galileo. Kind of small words, but graphs are always good. So this study explored the perceptions of a lot of students and a lot of business people in 3 states. And what they found was, of all these states, this is the business people, 61% said under no circumstances should an employee have any tattoo that's visible, ever. And 20% of the people said under no circumstances should they have tattoos people are going to be seeing it, like if you're working in the front of the building. That's in contrast with 50% of students who said the same thing. They put those two together. So you can see business people don't really like people with tattoos working for them, or they think it lowers the way people view their company. Because for the longest time, people with tattoos were sailors, army men, vagrants, those type of people, and the prisoners. And that stigma kind of carried over throughout the years, even though nowadays it's not really about that, it's just way to decorate your body. People review it. The problem is, that's what, you can see like I said, 50% of Californians, business people. I'm pretty sure Georgia is a bit more conservative on that matter than California, Arkansas, and Ohio. So if you're looking for a job in Georgia, I'm pretty sure that number's going to go a whole lot up. So keep that in mind. Also, the people that on the Board of Education that hires you, I don't know any Board of Education member who isn't a business person, because it's kind of hard to get on any government position if you don't have money to do a campaign. So you have to take into account that Board of Education members, not all of them, but most of them, will be business people, and that's what they're serving you for. So I'm going to go over what your legal rights are with the tattoo. Your rights are basically, under the Discrimination Act, you don't have any rights. A company can basically not hire you for a tattoo. If they see it and they say they don't want to hire you, it's not discrimination. They can't do it unless it's religious. I know the Hindus have the I don't know if it's permanent or temporary, but you could not discriminate against that. But for the most part, it's not discrimination. It's just you have to be really smart about it. That's why they say don't get it where people can see it. It's really going to affect your job search. If you have a tattoo all the way down your arm, it's going to make a difference. And that's a real tattoo, which is bad. There is hope if you do get one. According to Forbes, an article called "Tattoos No Longer Kiss of Death in the Workplace," you can pretty much guess what the article is about by reading the title. It said that that survey, that graph I showed you was about 5 years old. This one came out last year. And it basically said the perceptions are changing. Because the business people who are hiring nowadays are the baby boomers and that generation. Not generation baby, the generation next is hiring generation X people. So it's not as bad because more people have tattoos. Also, if you work hard enough, it can be ignored. Bruce Potts is a professor at the University of New Mexico. And he is one of the best professors in his field. And he has a tattoo that's kind of obvious. So if you work hard enough, you can get past the stigma of tattoos. I don't know why he got that. I'm guessing it's something Indian related because he's in New Mexico, not for sure. Yeah. You can get one, but I suggest don't get one like this. I don't think any elementary school will hire you with this. So, my advice to you, if you get a tattoo, don't be stupid. If you're going to get words, make sure grammar, especially if you're going to be teaching English, make sure your artist is good because some of these artists aren't good. Also, there's a new trend going on. This is the black eye ink. And it's actually the same arm. You see the eye, the mouth of the fish. You can't see it unless you put it under black light. So that is an option nowadays. It does leave a little indent where it is, but you won't see it for the most part. And your kids will never know you have it. The parents will never know you have it. That is an option. Okay, my final comment is if you do want to get somebody, you want to find out how teachers deal with it, with a Facebook page called Teachers Get Tattoos. Protect yourself, get it where you can't be seen. Also, if you really want to get one right now, wait 6 months. And if you still want to get it, then go ahead. But I've seen people who they see someone else get it, they want to get one, they regret it. Also, this right here is a funny blog on WordPress. It's a teacher with tattoos. He teaches elementary school, and he puts funny little stories on there. Also, this right here is this thing that says, it's an article that was saying that for college professors, if you want to teach college, that tattoos might actually be a good thing. Students learn better. They feel that they can relate to the teacher more if the college teacher has a tattoo. I'm assuming that's similar to way high school, the higher 11th to 12th grades, it wouldn't be as much of an issue. So you could use that to your advantage. Okay, so do you have any questions? Okay, well, thank you. And that is all.
I can tell Eli has really any number of gifts as it relates to the arts. But thank you for that presentation, Eli. Very practical.